Good evening. Just wanted to give everyone a quick reminder. If you haven't done so already, please get your foot soak ready by filling up a pan full of some lukewarm water, some salt, handful of salt, some rinsed water, and a towel. And then we can go ahead and get started. Good evening, everyone, and welcome to session 2, day 29 of Going Deeper, brought to you by Sahaja Yoga Meditation. Our sessions are always free, and we're so happy to be here. My name is Mark. I'm going to be your host for this evening, and I live up in Washington State and near the Canadian border. I've been practicing Sahaja Yoga meditation for quite some time and really enjoying it, and happy to be here helping you achieve the same, like those that helped us as well. So just a quick recap. On Sunday, we talked about the right Nabhi and attention. And this evening, we're going to talk about the left Nabhi and the peace and well-being that comes from within. So that's our topic for tonight. The program format is going to be about an hour for the first session. And it's going to include 2 guided meditations. We're going to have a short talk of Shri Mataji. And then we're going to also have some live music. And if this is your first time, it's not a problem. Just follow along as best you can. We do have some resource material on our website. You can go ahead and look at older programs. We have handouts that explain some of the techniques we're showing you. And also, after the main session, we're going to have some one-on-one breakout rooms. So you can go in there, get some personal attention, ask questions, help get started on something maybe you didn't understand, or somebody can help you out in that way. We also have some mentors available for you. So if you'd like to work with somebody on a regular basis, you can go to our chat and look at the link for a mentor and click on that and fill out the form, and so you can have your very own mentor to help you get started. Okay, so tonight we're going to have our presenters. Let's go ahead and meet them right now. Great, so welcome presenters. Let's go ahead and start with Julie. Julie, maybe you could introduce yourself and maybe tell us something about yourself.
Sure. Hi, Mark. My name is Julie. I'm from the Chicago area. I've been practicing Sahaja Yoga meditation since 2009. My husband is a chiropractor, so I actually work as the office manager in his clinic. And some of you may recognize me. I also play in a little band that creates and plays music for meditation. So I play the piano in that band called Somewhere in the Middle as well. Just enjoy it.
Great, thank you, Julie. Welcome.
Thanks.
Sylvia, how about you? Why don't you introduce yourself?
Hi, yeah, my name is Sylvia. I also live in the Chicagoland, and I'm also part of the group Somewhere in the Middle. And like how Igor plays flute, we are learning from the same teacher, flute. And I've been practicing Sahaja Yoga for the last 23 years.
Perfect, thank you. Igor, you're going to be our musician tonight. So tell us a little bit about yourself and the music you're going to be playing.
Yes, my name is Igor. I'm from Toronto, Canada, Toronto area, Canada. I've been practicing meditation since 2010. Yeah, fascinated by the music, Indian classical music. Along the way, I started to learn this music, and like Saraswati, like Sylvia Saraswati, we are learning from the same teacher. So I'm excited to play tonight some live Indian classical music, meditation music.
Great, Igor. Thank you. We're looking forward to it.
Thank you so much. My pleasure.
Okay. So, Julie, why don't you help us get started with the left Nabhi and help us find that peace and well-being within?
I sure will try. Okay, so the Left Nabhi, in general, it embodies the qualities of the family. It has to do with the household and a general sense of peace and satisfaction. So in general, once we have our basic physical needs met, such as most of us do in these modern times, of food and shelter, we come to a place of general security. And once we have that feeling of security, we move toward a general feeling of contentment and satisfaction within. And once we start meditating, we realize that this sense of contentment and satisfaction really comes from within, not from temporary situations. And so, we feel that vastness of peace when we meditate, that there's literally an ocean of limitless peace within us. So the satisfaction truly comes from within. So if we're worried about money or worried about our finances, or in particular worried about like our household or our family or our children, we can become blocked on the left Nabhi area. And in essence, too, this left Nabhi chakra, which by the way is on the abdomen, upper abdomen on the left side, it embodies the quality of the ideal housewife. And we may think that that notion is a little bit antiquated in these modern times, but there are so many beautiful qualities of a housewife, such as the graciousness, welcoming of guests into the home, maybe preparing meals or giving and caring to people who come into the home, creating peace and balance too within the family unit, very important. And women can do this as well as men. We want to make sure that there's no imbalances within the household, no one dominating another person, so that there's equality, I should say, and balance within the household. One example of something you can do to clear out your left Nabhi would be to make a favorite meal of a friend who might be sick or in need, and you know that that's something they really enjoy eating. So you prepare this meal and you make it with love, and with no expectation of anything in return. You just give that to your friend or a family member or whatever it might be. So that's just an example of the quality and something we can do to nourish our left Nabhi. So let's go ahead and start our foot soak. I hope everyone's ready with their foot soak bowl. We can go ahead and place our right hand down toward the foot soak bowl. And we can just give vibrations to the foot soak water. Just asking from our heart that this water be vibrated and energized in a way that will help us clear any imbalances from our chakras and channels tonight. Good, and then we'll take our feet and place them in the foot soak bowl. And now, if everyone remembers how we're going to raise our energy and take a bandhan. So we'll have our left hand in front of our lower abdomen and the right hand making circles around, bringing our energy up toward the top of our head and tying a knot one time. And we'll do this 3 more times. Bringing our attention all the way in now. Keeping it inside so we really feel our subtle system. Let's keep our attention on the top of our head as we give the bandhan 7 times. Okay, very nice. And we'll start tonight by clearing out our left channel. So we can just take a couple nice deep breaths in and out. Further taking our attention inside. And then with the left hand on our lap, we'll keep the right hand down, pointed toward the earth. And we'll just ask here for this mother energy within us to please cleanse and balance our entire left channel. Can even put our attention on the left side of our body. Asking the vibrations, this mother energy, to come into the left side and nourish it. Remove any negative emotions. Remove any anxieties, any fears. Remove any thoughts about the past. Remove any impure desires. Just ask that our entire left channel be filled with the joy of our spirit. Just the pure joy. Okay, and returning our right hand to the lap, palm facing up, we can bend our left elbow so that the palm is facing back, fingertips pointing up toward the sky. And here we'll just ask of this mother energy to please clear and strengthen our right channel. Please remove all the heat from our right side. Remove any overactivity of the mind or the body. Please slow down our mind, slow down our thoughts. We can say here a couple times, in this moment, I do nothing. I do nothing. And simply allow the process of this meditation to take place. I allow the flow of the Kundalini energy within me to take me deeper and deeper into mental silence. And we'll take our left hand down to the lap now. And let's take our right hand now to the left nabhi. So that's the left side of our upper abdomen. And we're going to ask here, please fill me with a sense of peace and satisfaction. Please fill me with that sense of balance and harmony within my family, within my life. In this moment, I am so satisfied. I don't want anything. I don't need anything. In my spirit, I am already satisfied. In our spirit lies the vastness of the ocean of peace. This ocean of peace is limitless, it is infinite. And though we may have some ripples of thoughts or worries that might bubble on top of the ocean or might cause waves on the ocean at times, in reality, in truth, we are the vast, calm, peaceful ocean of complete satisfaction. Let us be one with this ocean of peace. And now we can take our right hand and just place it at the base of our abdomen, lower abdomen, a few inches in front of our body. And we're just going to guide our Kundalini energy up higher and higher with our right hand, just moving along the spine, all the way up toward the top of our head and then above the top of the head. So we can do this several times, keeping our attention at the top of our head. Asking this mother energy to take us deeper and deeper into meditation, into mental silence. Let us experience the true state of peace. And we can return our hands to our lap, palms facing up, and just make a note of how we feel. And then try to remain in that state of peace and calm, that state of thoughtlessness. We can go ahead and rinse our feet to finish the foot soak tonight. So let's go ahead and rinse the feet with your cup of clean water. And then we're just going to put our foot soak bucket aside while we listen to the talk by Shri Mataji. We can dry our feet and then come back into a nice seated position with our hands, palms facing up on our lap, and our attention at the top of our head while we listen to this talk about the left Nabhi.
He must have a cozy, beautiful, cozy, again I say cozy house. Cozy doesn't mean like a hospital. Anything drops, you feel frightened. Oh my God, let me pick it up. Cozy means where you are comfortable. It's all right. In the house, in the home, if somebody comes and stays, then if little bit is here and there, doesn't matter, then you put it right. But that doesn't mean a lousy house also. It should not be taken as a lousy house, but a house which is inviting. When people come in, you give them a place to sit down and make them enjoy. It's not done in India, at least I don't know. So far we are now quite getting westernized, that anybody drops something on the carpet, we'll never clean it in their presence because it's very bad manners. Carpet is not important than the guest, is it? Or if he breaks something, say a glass, they may say, very good, something has gone out, some bad thing has gone out. Or a thermometer is broken, we say the same thing. All these things happen. In a way, just to see how far we are open-hearted. Or to suggest to you that something is going wrong. If something falls off, just see what's going on in your brain. What are you thinking? Is there something funny you are thinking about somebody, or something wrong you are thinking? Then it's happening. Otherwise, everything is nice and smooth. So another conditioning we have, which is a very, very funny conditioning. Either we'll have the lousiest of lousiest houses, or we'll have houses which will just like hospitals. Even a rat would not enter there, leave alone human beings. They'll polish all the brass, they'll polish everything. Husband, wife will fight on that. They'll have divorces for it. But not even a rat will enter that house. I have seen many houses like that. And I have seen the other way around also, those that are lousiest, where there's no garden, there are no flowers, nothing beautiful. So, we have to be not to this extreme or that extreme, but something that will give joy to others, to visitors, to people who come to your house, will soothe the sick. People should feel happy to come to your house. So there's no showing off. Not to show off, but to make them comfortable and very happy. You can do lots of things, very interesting things, if you have the Lakshmi principle in you. I met once a Chinese gentleman, a very, very beautiful house, everything, and he was so interesting. It made the house very interestingly, very nice, very beautiful. And you didn't feel any aggression at all in that house. So, I saw his dining room done with very good, beautiful green marble and white lights. I said, must be quite expensive. No, that's the beauty, it's very cheap, you know how I did it cheaply. All the time he was telling me how he did things cheaply, means he's never showed off it's expensive. But a person who's aggressive will say, oh, you know, this one I got it for so much, so much, so much. But a person who wants to give you joy says, no, I know it's so cheap you won't believe, for a song. That's the sign of a person who wants to give joy to his guests. He'll never try to say that it's very expensive, I spent so much money, this is so, this, that. This is showing off. And then ultimately if it's very good 3 times, then it's yours. Have it. Of course he can't give you the floor, the rest of it you can take. That's what it is. A personality which is joy-giving. Like a lotus, as I have told you before also, a beetle comes, a black beetle with horrible thorny legs, and enters into this lotus for sleeping in the night, you see. And the lotus closes down, its coziness on it, and it sleeps very comfortably. And then next day it opens out, so it flies out. That's how your homes, your ashrams, your hearts should be. Beautiful. So that anybody can feel that soothing and that comforting feeling when they are in your company. But not a person who was reactionary. Like you go to somebody's house and immediately say, I don't like this carpet. So it's bad manners, absolute bad manners to say like that. To say that I don't like it is bad manners for Sahaja Yoga. Any music you hear, supposing there's a musician who could be of a very high level, could be of a very ordinary level. You should be able to enjoy everything. Otherwise you are not a Sahaja Yogi. If you are going to criticize a musician, that, oh God, what a musician, he is no good, this, that, then he is not going to improve. But if you encourage the musician, oh, you're very good, you're very great, he'll play much better next time, you see that. There's no falsehood about it. Some people think it's not honest. But this kind of useless, absolutely fatal kind of honesty is not wanted in Sahaja Yoga. You be honest to yourself, and there's no need to tell anybody your opinion very honestly. Keep it to yourself, all these honest opinions, and direct towards yourself. Like you see somebody. Honestly, you want to tell him that he's wearing a funny dress. Honestly. You better look at yourself. What sort of a dress you are wearing, and what business you have got to tell him that he's wearing funny. On the contrary, say, this is very nice, I like it, it's very nice, it's good, good, nice one. They say, no, but he'll say that, no, not so good, yours is not. Oh, you can get this very cheaply. You see, very cheaply. I'll tell you from where you can. Or you can have it if you like. I can take yours, you take mine. So the basic subtle point is that with your love, you are encouraging everyone. You are helping everyone. You are creating a confidence in him, his personality. And a kind of a rapport which is very subtle. So, a lotus is born in the pond which is so dirty, filthy, full of worms, everything, like as we see the world is today. But the lotus covers, which is fragrance, the whole of that pond, and covers it up completely, and you forget to think what is behind it. It has very big leaves, you see, like the ears of the elephant, and that covers the whole thing. So you don't see any filth or dirt. What you see is beautiful, green, big leaves. Sometimes they are like a thali, like a big thali that we use for eating. And then all these things are covered with it. There's no honesty about it. They could say, why should we be honest? Let's see all the worms and the filth growing about. But the honesty lies in honestly understanding what is your job as Sahaja Yogi is. You are not there to point out the bad points, but you are there to cover all the bad points, all the loopholes with your love. That's your job. And there you have to be honest. Sense of honesty, the way it is accepted these days, it has created only cheats and thugs and thieves. Even a thief can be won over. You can. I'll give you an example. I met one boy in Delhi market. Poor thing, he was all wounded, he was suffering, so I brought him in the car home. So in the family, my brother and my husband both got very worried. He said, who is this brother-in-law you brought it? I said, he's my nephew, all right, let it be, doesn't matter. Whatever you say, I'll keep you. So I looked after him, I treated him, he got all right. These two persons got after him. People send him to the police, send him to the police. I said, try, let us see. He's a good man, he'll be all right. No, send him to the police. Might have been, I don't know, might have been. And they were after his life. Till 10 days he was all right, I soothed him down. After 10th day he was so fed up with these two persons, he ran away. And he ran away with what, do you know? He ran away with all the things that belonged to my brother and my husband. And he left my necklaces, my watches, everything nicely. He didn't touch them. He didn't touch them. So he just ran away. And imagine he left, I had a necklace, a very nice, beautiful, expensive necklace, I should say, given by my mother. He didn't touch it. He didn't touch anything. And he took away whatever was possible from their purse, from their things, whatever were left, everything he took away. Now I said, now go to the police. What? So, this is how one has to know that the honesty is for yourself, not for others. Don't try to be honest with others. Be honest to yourself. Keep that honesty to yourself, because maybe it's rational and maybe that it is just a matter of habit that you are trying to hurt others. So first check on your mind and find out if you are trying to hurt others or you are trying to please others. Otherwise don't talk, just keep quiet. If you are going to say something to please others, talk, otherwise just don't talk. And you'll be surprised. When you say nice things to others, how niceness comes to you. Like supposing somebody comes and tells me that, mother, he's very bad, he's troubled me so much, this thing, that thing. I don't like him. So I tell him, no, he was praising you a lot. It's not honest, but I tell him. He was praising you, he was so much in love with you, he's so kind to you, he was telling me he loves you very much. I said, really? Yeah, he did say. Next day you find them going together.
Okay, let us maintain the state of meditation. We can close our eyes and keep our attention on top of our head and let the music flow through the Sahasrara, through the central nervous system, without thinking, judging, or analyzing.
After this beautiful music, which is like a river of water trickling in our Sahasrara, we will cleanse now our left Nabhi more. To the left Nabhi is on the upper abdomen on the left side. And it carries many qualities. So let us keep our right hand on the left Nabhi. Close our eyes. And we focus completely where our hand touches the upper abdomen. We can take silent affirmations. Mother, I am my own teacher. Mother, I am my own teacher. As I feel the tingling and the coolness or warmness, the vibrations in the hands, it is telling me the language of our subtle system. And that's how we are our own teachers. As Shri Mataji explained in her talk, that how we want to be as a host to invite guests, to make them feel welcome and elevate the spirit by simply visiting us. We can take a few affirmations here. Mother, please make me generous. Mother, please make me generous in my emotions, giving love. Mother, please make me generous in my behavior, opening our home and host more and more guests. The left Nabhi chakra could be blocked if we are too much clinging on our own family, or if we cling on to money matters, and any materialistic item such as clothes, furniture, the home. So we can simply ask for generosity in all of these details. Mother, please make me generous towards money. I let go of all my attachments about money. It does not mean that we start giving away all the money. It means in our attention and our heart, we don't keep worrying about it. We want to be free of the worry. Mother, I surrender all attachments to money. And financial matters, I surrender. Mother, please make me generous. Mother, please make me generous in my behavior, generously giving love, attention and care to others. Mother, please make me peaceful. If there's any reaction between family members, let me be the one to be peaceful and show through my generous behavior how to keep balance within the family. Mother, please let me understand the vibrations of materialistic things, to feel their vibrations and get beautiful things for my house. Natural materials, handmade things, which have value because it was made with love. by someone. Let us keep a bandhan around the left Nabhi, means we are turning the right hand clockwise around the left Nabhi. If you feel there any heat coming out, just remove the heat, take it out. Can Mother Kundalini, please let me be a good householder. I surrender all my attachments to food. I surrender my attachments to certain foods. Mother, please change my behavior towards food. Let it be generous. Please let me be generous with food. For myself, for the family, and for others. Now we can keep the right hand back on the lap. We take a deep breath in. Hold the breath for a few moments. And breathe out. We repeat this a few times. Mother, please make me peaceful and generous in my behavior towards others. Mother, I surrender all my attachments to time. Please keep me in balance. We can put our attention on our hands. How do we feel now? Still some tingling in some of the fingers. Coolness, warm. Is it light? Is it heavy? If you have any questions, you can join the breakout room later on, and we can help you to explain what you feel in your hands. To end our meditation for today, we can raise our energy and take a bandhan. Take the left hand in front of the body and the right hand rotates around the left hand, slowly on top of the head, and we take the first imaginary knot. We take the second, we do it a second time. and make 2 knots on top of the head. Now we do it the 3rd time and make 3 knots. 1, 2, 3. Then we take the bandhan, it's going along the left side, over the head, and the right side down, and return. That is 1, 2. We don't rush this movement. Take your time, be patient. 3. Feel the love spreading over your body. 4. 5. 6. And 7. Now for a last few moments, close again your eyes with your hands open on your lap. You can take your right hand on top of the head. See if you feel cool breeze coming out of your head. You can take the right hand down. Try with your left hand. Beautiful, isn't it? Thank you, everyone. Giving it back to Mark.
Thank you, Saraswati and Igor, the wonderful music, and Julie. Wow, that was really great. I'm feeling so good right now. These sessions are usually the best meditation I have all week, so glad I joined. I'm sure others are feeling the same. So this is concluding our regular portion of our program, but please stay for some quick announcements. I wanted to just make a quick announcements. Thursday, we are going to clear our void, which is the area of our guru principle. And it really lets us act in a moral way, helps us find our moral compass, if you will. And so it's about the dignity of a guru and how we can become our own guru. So that will be on Thursday. Now, there's still time if you want to request a mentor. You can fill out the form that's posted in the Zoom chat. Those with mentors, we encourage you to keep coming to the programs. Every week on Sunday, Tuesday, and Thursday, we cover new topics that'll help you go deeper as you understand and are able to recognize some of these qualities and topics that we're talking about in your daily meditation. You can also join our community in the WhatsApp group. The link is on our website. And the website link is here at the bottom of this slide, us.sahajayoga.org/Jan 2023. And I believe that link is also in our chat window. Okay, so now this does conclude our regular portion of our program. Those of you who would like to stick around, feel free to do that. We have help in our breakout rooms, one-on-one or small groups. If you'd like to join a breakout room, just go to the chat and notify the breakout room help that you would like to join a chat room. And also, if you don't want to join a chat room, you can ask a personal question and we'll answer that here in the main room. And also, we are going to have our presenters stick around and we're going to ask them some questions on the topic of Left Nabhi and peace and within. So stick around for that if you'd like to. And again, if you'd like to ask questions or share your experiences, please do so in the chat window and we'll have our presenters address those questions for you. Okay, so welcome everybody. Thanks again for that great session. I'm really kind of on a cloud right now. Thank you. So our left nabhi is known as our inner speedometer. And if we're feeling frantic or rushed, we can get out of balance. So Julie, I'd like to start with you. How has your ability to regulate your inner speedometer, if you will, improve in your practice of Sahaja Yoga?
Yeah, that's one quality we didn't talk a whole lot about tonight. But yeah, the left nabhi controls our pancreas and spleen, which is on the left side of the body. And it also kind of, those organs as well as the left nabhi kind of control our inner speedometer, which is kind of our sense of how we go about life, the pace we go about life. And really in this Western society, it's so easy to get caught up in rushing and pushing through our schedule each day. But that can damage our left nabhi chakra. So what we try to do is go at a pace that's comfortable and appropriate. It's almost like the pace of the divine. It's the pace that things want to get done. It's the pace that's most auspicious in getting something accomplished. So what I found in starting my practice of meditation is that I used to have to-do lists that were like a mile long. And every day I would start with that list and I would start checking stuff off, and I would push, I've got 10 minutes for this and 15 for that, and I'm going to get this done by 9:32. And it's just crazy. Like, that's not the divine timing. That's not the auspicious time for things to get done when you're pushing and rushing. So I've now made little suggestion cards for what to get done during the day. But if they get done, great. If they don't, it's okay. And it's not so much of checking it off, but it's doing it at some point in the day when it feels like the right time. And your body will thank you for that too, because it's so much more enjoyable to do things at your own pace versus, someone else's, or watching the clock all the time to get things done.
Thank you, Julie. Good example on the list. I'm still learning about that one. Sylvia, how about you? What have you learned in helping to regulate your inner speedometer?
Over time, I've learned how patience and the speedometer is tightly connected, actually, that I was very impatient, and before Sahaja Yoga, I was mostly more on the right side, means a lot of heat in my body, and I would always, similar to Julie, I always want to get things done. So if I start something, I might not put it properly. Oh, yeah, just finish it off, At work, at home, so it was, but that the quality was lacking. So now with the meditation, I learned that how if we really take things patiently and give the love while doing the things, that it has quality, not quantity. And that others appreciate and feel that love also from whatever is we try to achieve. And then they observe, oh, wow, that's beautiful. Or, oh, I like how you manage your things. Or, other people start observing how you manage with the patience and the love instead of just speeding, finishing up. Okay, done. This is done next. This is done next.
Great. Thank you, Saraswati, or Sylvia. So, Igor, how about you? How has Sahaja Yoga helped you manage your inner speedometer?
We can't hear you. You're muted.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. Yeah, it's still challenging. The difference is that compared to before Sahaja Yoga is that like when you're overwhelmed by many things, or you getting drifted to to mundane things and rushing through many things, just stopping yourself, introspecting, and bringing myself back, just trying to calm myself down, and trying to, even if if I need to do a short, quick meditation, or raising my energy or something, even in the middle of the day, that's really helps. Of course, there's still a long way to go. Still a long way to go to self-improvement fully opening and developing those qualities. But well, we enjoy the process, right? Along the way. So
Thank you, Igor, for sharing your experiences.
thank you.
So, Saraswati, sorry.
Yeah, I have two names. Okay, my first name is Sylvia, the middle name is Saraswati, so that's fine, the confusion. Yeah.
I know her
each
as
other from a long
Saraswati.
time back. For those who are watching, I keep using her nickname.
Sorry.
So, how would you like to tell us about, relating to money and material things differently since you started practicing Sahaja Yoga?
Like how it has become now that I don't feel money, it has like no value, because the value is within. We value the spirit, we value the qualities. Money is necessity. We have to earn the money, we have to pay the rent, we have to buy the food. So it is more a necessity. It is not which gives me security, because the security feeling is within my heart. That was mostly before Sahaja Yoga. I remember that, okay, I have this much money, I'm secure. We kind of give that feeling of security on the money. But that completely changed. I just let it go. Because one day it is more, one day it is gone. It is very elusive. And that sometimes you have more, sometimes you have less. If you have more, you spend it and you have less money. So it is a non-stop getting, giving. So if you stay in that cycle, you become very unhappy. So I said, no, I don't want that. And it does not give me that sense of security, which I was looking for also. And the sense of security is in our heart. It is not outside us. So
Thank you, Sylvia.
The security.
Great. So just a reminder, if you do have any questions or experiences that you'd like to share, those that are listening in, please put those in the chat window, and we're happy to address them here as well. So, Igor, how about you? How has your relationship with money and material things changed since you've been practicing Sahaja Yoga?
Yes, I agree with Sylvia, although for me she's Saraswati. So definitely it's more relaxed attitude, not so critical or not so tense about it these days or now. Of course, realizing that. Before I also wasn't that much, critical about the money management and everything. So it's kind of flows. Just go with the flow, like Sylvia said. It's a necessity, and that's what we have related to. That's how our attitude should be. How my attitude it is to the money. Of course, that doesn't mean that I'm neglecting things, and I'm still have to manage my budget. I have to manage life. I have to manage everything. But it's in a more relaxed way. It's in a more peaceful way. It's not. It's like a flow. Just going with the flow and doing the right things doesn't mean just trying to do the right things, using the wisdom when we have, and and one beautiful thing about Sahaja Yoga that it doesn't make you. I don't need to spend. I'm not interested in spending extra things or so many things. I don't need any much for myself. That buying gadgets, buying things, buying all the toys and things and new cars and this, it's not attracting to me. Like this is not a topic, not an issue for me. So it helps to save money. Being like this. Like also Shri Mataji used to say that she's doing everything cheaply and she's saving money just by going by the, she had many talks about that. So I feel kind of similar. I'm not rushing after buying things, so it's saving money and enjoying life with the little things, right? Music is my main enjoyment. It doesn't require too much money. It's not an expensive instrument. That's one thing.
Great explanations, Igor. Thank you.
Thank you.
So maybe we could take a little pause here, and Julie, maybe you could lead us in just some silent meditation for a couple minutes with some little bit of guidance, and help us kind of get that vibrational flow, keep that vibrational flow going.
Sure. All right, let's take our attention back inside and close our eyes. And have our palms facing up on our lap once again. Feeling the state of our inner being. Tonight we have talked about the quality of satisfaction and peace, and we might recognize now how that comes from our spirit, from this place within, not from external sources. So we can just ask here once again, Mother, please let us feel and recognize that place of deep contentment and silence within. We could say to this source, the source of all things, the divine conscious energy all around us, you are the vast, endless source of all that we need. Since this source is limitless and it is looking after us, how could we ever need or want anything? Please look after us and protect us. Please provide and sustain all of our needs. Let us feel you, Mother Energy, in our Nabhi chakra, nourishing us. And let the peace that we feel now resonate all the way through all of our chakras, our heart, our throat chakra, up to our Agya chakra on our forehead, feeling the absence of thought. Feeling that we are doing nothing. And now taking our attention back to the top of our head. And maybe a few inches above the top of our head. Please fill us with complete satisfaction through our entire being. Let's feel the peace that comes from this mental silence. Of meditation. So hopefully we're feeling the vibrations flowing once again.
Thank you, Julie. That was really a nice little recharge of the vibrational flow there. Thank you. So I just wanted to also just again encourage anyone that that's still out there listening. Please, if you have questions or experiences you'd like to share with our presenter tonight, feel free to put those in the chat window. And I think we have time for one final question for our presenters. So some of the best qualities of the Nabhi are being gracious and creating harmony in the family and our home environments. What have you learned about this through Sahaja Yoga? And maybe Sylvia, we could start with you.
Family is all about relationships, right? It's family and friends, and especially your very close relationships. And they're always, before Sahaja Yoga, more, you know, some not so peaceful moments, you can say. But then with the meditation, it changes that I don't react anymore so much, or I can witness more whatever is happening. And then with that calmness and staying peaceful, also calm down the other person if there's any situation, for example. And just overall, it creates more peace within the whole family, including the children and the children when they meditate, and so that it spreads. And then from the children, it spreads to their friends and then in school. So it can, the home is the base, right? That's where you together at home meditate and try to be peaceful. And at home, actually, you practice, you experience also such a wide range of emotions so that you learn it. And then when you're with others, you can show what you have learned through the meditation. So it's hard to explain, but overall, the family life just becomes very balanced and sweet, and which has like a heaviness to it, but in a good sense, a heaviness, like a base, right? You become more established or deeper, and then carry that out in the world if you have that good family life at home. Yeah.
Well, there's just some great experiences. Thank you, Sylvia. So Igor, how about you? How do the qualities of the Nabhi, you know, influence the family and home life that you have?
I'm not a good example to ask this question. My family is Sahaj family only.
Yeah.
I don't
but
have...
why don't you speak to that? Because I know all of us that have been practicing Sahaja Yoga, you know, the people outside of our homes are like extended family, I think. Maybe you could expand on that a little bit.
It is great. It is. We have a very good collective here, and we have a good relationship, and we do meditations one at each other, and we have a lot of activities going on. So it's a very close, big family here in Toronto.
I bet you have some good cooks up there too, yeah?
We have cooks, yeah, we have, yeah. That in that way, my Nabhi is working well, you know. Trying to
Great.
share with the family also some cooking.
Nice.
So,
Very nice.
yes. Come and visit us in Toronto.
Definitely.
We have a
So,
beautiful center and everything.
yeah, so all of you Canadians that are listening, they do have a very large, big center up there in Toronto, and they'd love to have you. So,
Exactly. Everyone welcomed.
so Julie, how about you? How is, since you've been practicing Sahaja Yoga, how do you feel it's had an effect on your home and family life?
Well, mine, I think, is kind of it's something that occurred during COVID. I used to work full time outside of the home in a very fast-paced job, and with COVID, I was furloughed and then lost my job, and really that time brought me back to the house where I was working outside of the home so much. So I got to experience the joy of the household more than I had in 20 years. And at that point, I was cooking more. And so now I'm making more special recipes and finding out what my family loves to eat, and then going to the grocery store just with joy about thinking about this person would love this and my son would love to eat that, and then bringing it home and seeing the smile on their faces, and then cooking it and knowing that they're going to enjoy it, and just things like that. It's really kind of something that's opened up for me more recently, but I'm exploring that side of myself, and it absolutely has been really good for my left nabhi to enjoy a little bit slower pace and enjoy being that power and harmony in the household, not only for cooking, but just kind of being there to monitor any arguments that might be happening, staying kind of detached from it, being the center of peace. And then the more balanced I feel like I am and the more peaceful I am, the more that kind of can carry through the rest of the household. I can kind of share that and mediate arguments a little bit better, and then restore peace a little bit faster.
Great. Thank you for that, Julie. So I think that concludes our program here. I know the breakout rooms are still going on. So if you'd like to jump into a breakout room, they'll keep continuing. But thank you all for coming tonight. It's been great. I know we all love coming and participating. And we're going to end this portion of our program with some recorded music. And so if you'd like to just sort of like relax and wind down to some really nice peaceful music, or jump in a chat room, you're welcome to do that. And thank you so much for coming, and look forward to seeing you all again. Good night.
Thank you so much for inviting me.